What is up, world? What is up, world? What is up, world? You in tune to the KnoItAllZ podcast. Man, it's football, man. It's the foosball. It is back. And I got to send shout outs, man. I got to send shout outs to our partner in rhyme and what we do and who we do it with, man. Tate is under the weather. Tate, feel better, please.
Yeah, please.
Definitely, we got to get you healthy and get you back up so we can do what we do. We see that the chat is here early and often, you guys are ready to get it in. I'm excited for you. I'm here with my co-host, man. My co-host with the most, Big G. Big G was popping, man.
Hey, man, what's cracking, man? Hey, Tate is trusting me with a big responsibility, bro. He said I got to keep you in check because you're gonna be feeling yourself this weekend, and rightfully so, So he said I got to keep you in check, and I promised him I was gonna keep you in check. He said I promised him I was gonna keep you in check. We're gonna talk real. We're gonna talk some real stuff, real facts. But I got a big time take for the Dallas Cowboys. I got to take that might go down in history.
You always have it. You always have a take, bro. You always have a take, man. It is what it is. But look, man, we're about to get this show on the road and get it started, man. I am super excited. But before we do that, make sure that you like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Like us on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube and Twitch so that when we go live, you'll definitely get those notifications, man. We got college football to talk about. We got NFL football to talk about. And we're about to get this thing started with just me and Big G. But I'm excited. This is our new time, and we're definitely going to get it in between the start of the other game. So before we get it going, let's get it here. And we are here, man. KnoItAllZ, man. We're here on this Sunday about to get it in. Football, and more football. What's up to the chat? Generals up in here. JPZ, Afton, we see you. Dennis Pavlik, we got you. We getting this thing started. Dennis said, what's up, G? Dennis said, can't believe the Bengals lost. We're going to get into that. Tim Lyons, he said, I can. They were without one of their starting wide receivers. So, totally it's one of those things. But, man, before we get into that.
See Riley in here too, bro, and Brian Calloway, man. We appreciate you guys rocking with us, man. Deshaun Callahan in here too. Hey, man, you know what time it is, Cal. You know what time it is. You know what time it is. You know how we get out. But we're going to get to it. We're going to get to it, bro.
Look here, before we get into the professional football ranks, gotta go through this NCAA football. We gotta do it. Man, big score this week. I'm just gonna start off right with it, man. Texas beat down and shook up, slapped Michigan 31-12. Wasn't even close. It was a mercy killing. The M on the side of their head stood for mercy, and we gave it to them.
That's being stop that with that bias. Stop that with that bias. See, I told you I'm gonna be extra sensitive because there's some stuff. We'll get to it. I'm gonna let the live chat know in a minute.
Let's be real. I just want you to know, Texas has a lot of weapons, and they are really good on the offensive side of the ball. They made a really good Michigan defense look bad. Real talk. And when it comes down to it, Michigan has a rebuilt offensive line. Don't have a quarterback, and I'm going to tell you the truth. I knew that once we made them one-dimensional, it was, pretty much gone. And I told G, we were going to win by 10. I'm not even going to show the crowd because this was personal. This was a personal corner time for me and my brother. It was between me and my brother. You know what I'm saying? Only person who's gonna see his corner time pictures are my sons.
No, I want you to put it up there. If you got it up there, put it up there. So first of all, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everybody that's listening to us in KnoItAllZ land, I was live, indirect, watching Texas play Michigan. I had some of the best seats in the whole freaking stadium. I saw the game from the beginning to the end. I'm telling you right now. First of all, even before I get to that, thank you to Jess and B Dirt for hosting me, for the tailgate crew, Big John, all the other people over there in tailgate. Man, big ups to you guys. You guys was outstanding hosts. I had more fun. For me to not be in an Ohio State game, I had so much fun hanging out with the Michigan crew. Because, man, listen, when I'm telling you, dudes that you see at the press and all whatever else, guys representing Michigan, I kicked it with all of them. And we had big fun. They wasn't belligerent. The food was great. The atmosphere was great. If you go on my Facebook page, you'll see the direct video from me right across the street. I'm going to start posting pictures. B-Dirt just got pictures with me, man. We had a ball. Saying all that, pride made me pick Michigan over Texas. Pride made me. No, but I'm going to tell you something. Michigan is a 4 or 5 loss team. This win against Texas, this win Texas has against Michigan is not going to look the same 4, 5, 6 weeks out, because Michigan is not Michigan.
Let me
I watched them. I watched them and saw them.
Big G, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear that. You said I don't care if pride made you pick. You still picked them, which meant that you didn't do much of us. So what I'm saying to you is, I don't care who it is. Line them up, put them on the field. UT gonna do what you do. You know
that's bias. That's bias, because I'm being honest. I'm telling you, I saw it. I saw it with my own eyes. This is what I will say, and I'm going to say it without a shadow of a doubt. The University of Texas has one of the best offensive lines in college football. I would say
we have one of the best teams in college football. We're ranked number 2.
There's a bunch of stuff going on with them that we'll probably get to in another show. But I'm going to tell you, the University of Texas has one of the best offensive lines, because they was able to neutralize number 55 and number 78. I saw it with my own eyes. Okay, now, the issue with Texas is this. Michigan's quarterback, I don't know where the hell they got him from. The best player, his name's Jordan Davis. He's a freshman sitting over on the bench. Pre-game warm-up, you should have seen how this kid threw the ball. Unbelievable. But they won't play him because he's a freshman. That's number 1. Number 2, Michigan's opposite corner, number Hill, might be the worst cornerback in all of college football. He is horrible. And what I'm telling you, that Steve Sarkisian found him, you know how we always have the conversations, identify the link. He identified the link early and often. And wherever that dude, that Justice Hill lined up at, they was lighting him up like a Christmas tree. It was ugly.
Listen.
So I'm saying that as time goes on, Texas is going to play better teams. They're going to play Oklahoma. They're going to play Georgia. So we'll see. The jury's not sold yet.
Like I said.
Because Michigan, hold on. One last thing. Michigan will not end up as a top 25 team. At the end of the season, they won't finish top 25.
That's not what I care about. Like I said, you're finding a way to diss Texas and saying that Michigan. No, wait a minute. You're saying Michigan wasn't Michigan. They're not a great team. So Texas didn't beat anybody. I hate when people do that. Just say,
I didn't say they didn't beat anybody.
But that's what you said. You
Texas
said specifically, I'm finna tell you what you said. You said that later on in the year, this Michigan win won't mean anything because they're 4 or 5 loss team. I said.
That's not dissing Texas. Listen, right now, Texas is a playoff team. Based on what I saw on the field, Texas is a playoff team. But I'm telling you, this win right now today will not look like how it looked when number 2 played number 10. It's not going to look like that.
So talk to me. Talk to me after we play Georgia. We're going to keep it moving. Talk to me after we play Georgia. The biggest, we're going to go through the games that we had. Georgia was 48-3 over Tennessee Tech. It was just a run in the park. Ohio State was 56-0 over William Mary, a mother. Who was that they played?
Western Michigan. Western Michigan.
They beat the dogs not out of them. It wasn't that. And
see, but wait. See how you got a little side diss? See how you got a little side diss about Ohio State? I didn't diss Texas in none of my take. I didn't disrespect Texas in none of my take.
You did. But we
live chat. Did I disrespect Texas?
You did, because you said Michigan. Go ahead. You said Michigan wasn't going to be good. I have to give you your flowers. Tennessee, Nico, you said it.
I told you.
You did. You told me, and you said it. You was right on the money, man. Nico is like that, man. And I'm gonna tell you,
Nico. If Nico pops Bama, Nico will be at the Heisman Trophy.
Well, we got to see Nico. Nico got to come see us. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna see. We gonna see what he's gonna do, man. But there was some big upsets, Big G. I mean, well, first of all, Alabama rolled 42-16. Miami rolled 56-9. But let's talk about it.
They should have beat them down.
Let's talk about Notre Dame.
Man,
what happened?
Overconfident. Win against Texas A&M. Thought they was just going to show up and roll a MAC school. They was just going to get a donation, and they was going to roll them. And it might not as of yet cost them the playoffs. It might not as of yet, but it might have. They couldn't get a top 4 seed anyway. But now, when you get to the end of the year and you start comparing apples to apples, and they start looking at these 1-loss to 2-loss teams, they're going to take a step back and look like, who the heck did you lose to? You lost to Northern Illinois? If you make the playoff, you're a 10 seed, you're 11 seed. So that's how much they hurt themselves, because they could have been like a 5 or a 6. Now, legitimately, 10 or 11. But they got to keep playing. I don't think their season's over. I really don't believe their season's over. But, Mod, how many weeks have we been saying? Anybody can beat anybody. You better show up, strap up with your chin straps, pump the air, whatever the technology they use now for helmets. Yeah. You better show up, because teams think that they can beat you.
Yeah.
Teams think they can beat you.
Teams don't just think they can beat you. They believe, and that's different. When a team believes they can beat you, it's a whole nother different thing.
Did you see how emotional the Northern Illinois coach got after that win, man? I mean, those kids believe, bro. They believe. I
felt that he made them believe. He definitely made them believe. Something that made me a believer. Deion in trouble, man. Deion is in trouble, man.
Come on, man.
He is in trouble, man. And I hate to say it because I'm rooting for him, but he's in trouble. He's in trouble, Big G. He's in trouble, big brother, man. I don't. Sheesh, I made you a bet, and I'm
gonna collect my corner time.
Feeling like you finna collect that corner time from me, man. I'm feeling like you're about to collect that corner time from me, man, because I feel bad for Prime, man. He doesn't have it. I mean, our offensive line was garbage. It was garbage.
How long have I been telling you? And
I believe the hype. But I'm going to tell you, the wheels on the hype train had been taken off. Let me tell you that. You know what I'm saying?
Big facts.
The wheels on that hype, the hype train, the wheels on it is gone. Somebody jacked up the train and took the wheels off, and now they just sitting on iron. They're not going nowhere. Teams are not scared of you. Listen, he has the best skill players, some of the best skill players in the country. A really good quarterback. Really good quarterback. But you can't do nothing with it when you lay it on your back, man. You can't do nothing with it when you're laying on your back.
What have I been telling you since the beginning? Now, you already know. Everybody has their wheelhouse on the know-it-alls. I know college football. And the rule in college football is if you can't run and you can't stop the run, you're cooked. Just go ask Michigan what happened. Michigan couldn't run and they couldn't stop the run, and they got beat down. Yeah. Nebraska, Colorado couldn't run and they couldn't stop the run, and they got beat down. I don't care how much skill you got.
Dylan Raiola, before it's all over with, is going to be a good one. It's gonna be a good one.
He a first round draft pick.
And Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Mahomes, Raiola. That's what it looks like. You know what I'm saying? It looks like you're seeing that cycle all over again. A kid taking a great one's game, emulating it, and becoming that whole thing. He's a good kid.
Their coach just ain't let him loose yet.
Yeah.
But now I'm telling you right now, don't be shocked if they undefeated when they play line up against Ohio State.
Oof.
Don't be shocked. Don't be shocked if Nebraska's undefeated and ranked in the top 25 when they line up to play Ohio State. I'm telling you right now, they're the real deal. I know they can run the ball. They're physical. They was pounding Colorado's players, bro. They was disrespecting them. And they're like, we don't care who you got. You come here, you better play.
Well, I'm gonna tell
you down.
That was a physical game too. They were both hitting each other. They were both hitting each other. And they were hitting for real. But to get through this real quick, I got to say something about Afton's team. Kansas State 34-27 over Tulane. She said it. They needed to bring the defense. Definitely Penn State. Claude, you ain't in here. If you're in here, man, definitely want to shut out. Y'all barely, squeaky, 34-27. And then Utah with their 25-year-old quarterback won 23-12.
They escaped.
Yeah.
They escaped.
Yeah, Iowa State got by Iowa 20-19.
That was an upset. Iowa State was not ranked. Iowa was a top 15 ranked team. Iowa is out of here. They've shown that they don't have an offense.
Gone. Yep. And Missouri 38-0 over Buffalo. Clemson bounced back a 66-20 win over App State. Oklahoma and Houston had a battle, huh? They had a battle at 16-12.
They escaped.
Yeah.
There was a PI. There was a phantom PI penalty at the end of the game that should have got called. And if it would have got called, it would have changed the whole game. They escaped.
Yeah. There go my boy, man. I hope you feel good. I hope you feel better, man. Love you. Get you some rest. And you're right. I can't listen. When you gotta admit when you're wrong, man. I was wrong. But I'm not gonna.
I admitted that I was wrong about Texas, but I got thrown under the bus.
No, you didn't admit you were wrong.
Yes, I did.
Hey,
yes, I did.
Last but not least, before we go to commercial, man, USC 48-0. You were talking about them.
You missed a big game.
Oregon, Boise State.
Yes.
Yeah. 37-34. Boise State.
A phantom pass interference call that moved Oregon in the position to kick the field goal to win it. They had to beat dead to rights. And what did I tell you about Boise State running back? The boy had 200 yards rushing.
He's a dog.
He's a dog. And what can Boise do? They can run the ball and they can stop the run. There was some phantom calls out there, and they should. And listen, I'm telling you right now, I'll bet anybody want to bet right now today. Ohio State rolls Oregon by 2 touchdowns. I'll bet anybody that want to bet because Oregon ain't got nothing for us. If they can't stop him, what they gonna do with Travion Henderson and Quinshon Jenkins? What they gonna do with them? Come on, man, bro. Ohio State is gonna roll Oregon. I'll bet anybody want to bet. Ohio State beats them by 2 touchdowns.
Real quick, Tennessee 51, NC State 10. That's where they ended up. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to take pause for the call, give a commercial break. G, take us into commercial, bro.
Thank you guys for listening and rocking with us on another KnoItAllZ podcast special in between game for the game, live on Sundays. This is our new time, ladies and gentlemen, so make sure you come back out, share, like, and subscribe, and listen to wherever you get your audio podcast. Google, Spotify, Apple. You can find us on Fans First Sports Network, as well as the KnoItAllZ channel. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break.
Bro. And of course, we're here, man. Shouts out to our colleague who is under the weather right now, man. Make sure you hit those like buttons, like and subscribe. We doing it what we do. Man, now we finna get to football, man. We finna go ahead and get to the league, man. Talk to me. Gee, I watched the whole game. I watched the whole Pittsburgh Steelers game. But give it to me from a Steelers perspective. Talk to me.
Well, First of all, shout out to Coach Tomlin. I mean, I think he's the most disrespected coach that ever coached in the NFL. He was able to put a game plan together and insert Justin Fields to get us a victory, 18-10. I think there was a lot of phantom calls against the Pittsburgh Steelers today. T.J. Watt, without a shadow of a doubt, is the best defensive player in the entire freaking NFL. It's ridiculous how good he is. 18-10 was a serviceable win. I know that the Steelers have a top 3 NFL defense. What we've done in the back end with Deshaun Elliott, Beanie Bishop, KZ, Minka Fitzpatrick, Jackson, Joey Porter Jr., Corey Trice, we got it. Shout out to Peyton Wilson, who's definitely going to take Orlando Roberts' position at that other inside linebacker, because Orlando Roberts played good, but Peyton Wilson showed up on the film more than Patrick Queen. So let you know, that's why we drafted that young man. Now, my concerns with them is this. I think we have it. It's not a huge concern, but this is my concern. I think that we have the talent necessary to make the switches on the offensive line. I was on Dave and Jeffson's thing, not on there, but in the chat room. And Dave Schofield and some of the other guys on Steel Curtain Network was apologizing and saying the Steelers' offensive line is really – listen, I've already seen what I needed to see, but I'm really going to get in that lab on that all-22 film. I'm telling you right now, Dan Moore Jr. to the bench. To the bench. And Daniels, you're close. You better watch yourself, bro. But I think now that Isaac Samalo is not on IR, which means that he could be back in the next 2 or 3 weeks, that's going to help. I think it's just a matter of time before Troy Fautanu is inserted into the offensive line and we flip tackles. And then McCormick is coming for Daniel's job. So I think once the offensive line is solidified between Cordell Patterson, Najee Harris, Jalen Warren, Justin played a good game today. They called phantom PI calls, all kind of little phantom stuff, bruh, that we should have ran them out of the building. In my opinion, that final score should have been 30-something to 10. Oh, and Jackson should have picked him twice. We ended up with 2 picks, but Jackson, we should have had 3 picks. So the Steelers are a lot better than what we was last season.
I love it. I love it. After said, can somebody explain to me the down by contact when no one touched him?
That is facts. That was a phantom call. After one of them phantom calls.
Yeah, T.J. Watt needs to hire some armed guards because he keeps getting robbed. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Listen, the boy's phenomenal. It's like he took a line to the face before he got on the field. He's a monster.
He should have had 4 sacks.
Oh, he's a monster. He has 2 strip sacks. It was crazy.
Bro, he's unblockable.
He's
unblockable.
Unblockable. I mean, I listen, just, I don't know, the Watt family, the father just, I'm just saying, they need to capture whatever he got and put it in the Smithsonian.
I'm calling it right now. The Watt family is the greatest football family. To me, they're better than the Mannings.
I don't know.
Counting all 3 brothers played in the league, fullback, best defensive end, top 5 defensive end ever,
2.
and top 1 edge rusher ever in TJ.
2.
Come on, dog.
They got two animals.
The Watt family is the greatest football family ever.
Two animals. So my take on this game, it was one of the most physical football games I have seen in a long time. I'm talking about punishment was happening on both sides of the ball.
Yeah.
Right? Atlanta and Pittsburgh were both hitting. They was out there hitting.
Yeah.
The thing that I hate, it looks so bad for Najee. Like, it shouldn't be this hard for Najee to get yards. And I'm not just partial because I always pick him every year in fantasy football, because I believe in him. I like his story. I love Najee's story. You know what I'm saying? And the story that he has is inspiring, and he's a good man. So it's like, I want to see him do well. I'm like, bro, what is wrong? Like, why are you making it this hard for him to get space? 20 rushes, 70 yards. That it was a hard 70 yards, man. It was a hard 70 yards.
We have the fix in the building. Samalu's got to get healthy. Fautano's got to get inserted. And Daniels' days is numbered. So we have what we need to fix this. And so I'm saying, look, by week 3 or week 4, look out. Look out. Look
Boswell,
out.
Man. Boswell came in, kicked 95 field goals, feel like today.
Boswell had 6 field goals, and I think ended up with almost 35 or 36 fantasy points.
Unbelievable.
350 plus. 350 plus.
Yeah, man. I love it, man. So that was the game that the Steelers won 18-10. Nice win. You gotta do that. That has to happen, man. That has to happen. We start off with some good wins. Definitely the game that just went off. My Cowboys beat the Browns today. And we beat them pretty handily, 33-17. They scored, it was 33-10. They scored in the last minute of the game. Telling you, I just have to say it. This is a Cowboys team that came out today, handled their business. Defensively, we're better than we were last year. Offensively, we're better than we were last year.
I don't know about offensively, but you see that sign I'm holding up there?
I see the sign.
You know it's a miracle, right? It's a miracle I'm holding up big facts.
Today you saw the evolution of Brandon Cooks. We're gonna be better. Now the thing that hurts is we lost it. We may have lost Fergie. If we lost Fergie, that's gonna hurt, man, because Fergie's he's an integral part of the offense.
People don't know who that is, man. Who is Fergie?
Jake Ferguson.
Okay.
Jake Ferguson,
what position does he play?
Our tight end.
Okay,
number 87. So the big news today, woke up to it and I was super happy. 4-year, $240 million extension. And it's an extension, not just a contract, it's an extension. 4 years, there he is. There you go right there. That's the guy, man. You got to turn your TV down or something because I hear you.
Yeah, I'm listening to y'all.
But yeah, so 4-year, $240 million extension. What people don't understand why this is so big is not just because we signed Dak for 4 more years. Understand, we freed up $20 million by extending Dak, $15 million by extending CD. So that makes us have the 6th most cap going into 25 and 26, which will also free up money for us to sign Mike. This was the game, right? This is the game. So they manipulated the salary cap and they signed Dak to the contract. And I'm going to tell you, he played good today. He played decent. 1932, 179 yards, 1 touchdown. Zeke looked like he still got something in the tank. And you see why you signed CD. You know what I'm saying? CD was out there acting bad on the slab. You know what I'm saying? So he had 100 total yards. And I love it. I love it. I love it. Tate, you got something to say?
I came to pay you your respect, man. I gotta learn not to root for my rivals, man.
Facts.
I was rooting for Michigan. They got stomped by Texas.
Yeah.
I was rooting for the Browns. They got stomped by the Cowboys. So I came to pay respects to you and your Texas teams, man.
Horns and the Longhorns. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Good weekend, man, for Texas ball.
Yeah, and also let you know that and y'all said it already, but Colorado not it, man.
They garbage.
Not it. It hurts. It hurts, State, because it hurts a lot, man, because I'm rooting for Dion, but he ain't got it.
Hey, Tate Mod. I'm going to say something on the live on the show, and I mean this, man. I think by Jerry Jones signing CeeDee Lamb and signing Dak Prescott has stabled the ship in Dallas enough that as of today, the Dallas Cowboys is the best team in the NFC. I've never said that before, ever. In years, I've never said that. I think by them signing those players, bringing Zeke back, help settle it in, Dallas is going to be hard to beat. I like Philadelphia. I like Detroit. I like San Francisco. But Dallas is the best team in the NFC.
I gotta see San Francisco play.
Mm-hmm.
Because the Jets is a good test, just like the Browns was a good test.
Yeah.
So Yeah, that's all. But I don't disagree with you. They definitely top echelon.
Yes.
Well, I mean, the addition of Zim coming back was a big thing. You know what I'm saying? People didn't blow assignments. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that's huge. And then the other thing that I'll tell you about what I noticed about the Cowboys is Zeke is here for pass pro. And when I say that pass pro is a huge thing, man, you gotta have a back who can block. You know what I'm saying? And Zeke is doing that.
Security blanket. He's Dak's security blanket.
And he had 2 tutties today.
Yeah.
He had, believe it or not, Zeke had 1 receiving, he had 1 rushing. So
don't you reward a guy that blocks?
Yeah, absolutely.
So he blocked. You get the ball in the red zone. Hey, get in there. Get the fantasy points going on.
Rob, you're absolutely right. He did. He played well. And Tyler Guyton didn't play bad. He had a couple blown assignments, but you know, hey, it's a rookie. First game in the league. So, man, look, you know, I'm not gonna continue to go on about that game because we got a lot to get into and stuff we need to talk about in the league because there's some big games. I will say this: we're gonna go to a second commercial break real quick. G, take us there, man.
Thanks again for rocking with us on the KnoItAllZ podcast. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break and a word from our sponsors.
Bro, so how y'all feel about the Ravens Chiefs? Let's talk about that real quick.
Mahomes is the best player in football. and listen, they ain't gonna do nothing but get better. Kansas City, the real deal.
Yeah, they gonna get better. I think I took from it Lamar Jackson played well.
Yeah.
He did what he needed to do. He missed a few throws. But yeah, I think him running the ball for 120 is definitely makes him a threat.
Isaiah Likely.
Yeah.
That's my thought. Isaiah Likely's a dog. He's a dog.
Well, he was catching single coverage because he was running behind Andrews. And that was a decoy move. He's just showed that he's serviceable, and he might be their number 1 option. Zay Flowers, he played all right, but nah. I just don't think that the Ravens can sustain it. Lamar's gonna get hurt. He's not gonna sustain that.
Hey, Big G and Ma, man, I just jumped in to pay Ma this respect for his squads, man. I'm gonna go ahead and get off, and I'll be back.
Get some rest, bro. Yeah,
I'll be back strong, ready to go next week, man.
Get some rest, bro.
Get some rest. Prayers up for you, bro. We'll holla.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. Take care.
Peace.
They after said, I must eat crow. Worthy if he keeps performing how he did in his debut. I mean, me and Big G said putting Xavier Worthy with Mahomes is a no-brainer.
Wait till they get Hollywood back.
Yeah.
Wait till they gonna have Hollywood and Xavier Worthy out there running around and Rashidi Rice. Oh, bro, come on, dog. And that set that they run with 83, Kelsey, and 84, when they run Page, Kelsey, and Watson, that set is dangerous. I said it was 13 personnel, but I didn't know 84 was a wide receiver. I thought he was a tight end, but that set, that because it resembles a 13 set. Man, dog, hey, they the real deal, bro. Kansas City the real deal.
Yeah, I like again, Chris Jones is one of the elite pass rushers and defensive tackles in the game. I love the fact that how much time we have till kickoff?
We got time. We got plenty of time.
Okay, so we're trying to get it in real quick. But I love the fact that Patty is on his game. He's on his one, and that's good for me, man. But the next game, bro, we're gonna talk about that next game here. On our schedule is the Packers and the Eagles. What you think about that game?
The Eagles can be had, and Saquon is a beast. But but Jordan Love is going to be out for a while, so they might be adios muchachos for them.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. I will moving quickly. The Panthers and the Saints.
The Carolina Panthers is the worst team in football. They're going to have the number 1 overall pick again.
They worse than the Giants?
They're the worst team in football, bro. They're going to have the number 1 overall pick again, and it's got to be – it might be big adios muchachos for that young fella playing quarterback. They might have to go again because they ain't figured it out. He was horrible. And I'm so glad we got Jackson for Deontay Johnson. Oh, my God. Carolina's horrible. They horrible.
Okay. All right. So there we go. We got it, man. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna go ahead and say what I say, man, and I'm gonna put it up. I'm gonna put it up for everybody to understand it, right? The game's actually starting.
We all right? Let's finish. Yeah. We all right.
The Saints, the Vikings and the Giants. I think the Giants are the worst team in football.
I bet corner time that the Carolina Panthers end up with a worse record than the Giants. I bet the corner time right now.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. And Love, we got to find out how bad Love's injury is too. I forgot about that. Thank you. After
3 to 5 weeks. 3 to 5 weeks.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know that. The Patriots and the Bengals. The Patriots win today. I think it's because Tyler Boyd was out. He didn't play, and then you had to pay. But the Patriots.
No, you mean T. Higgins didn't play?
Yeah, no. T. Higgins. T. Higgins
didn't
play.
Did play. He did play. Now that I think about it, he did.
Did he play?
Yeah, I'm not 100% positive he played.
The Texans and the Colts. What did I tell you about that young man Richardson, brother?
They lost.
Yeah, he lost, but I'm telling you, he gonna give people fits. Him and Jonathan Taylor are gonna give people fits.
Bro, let me tell you something. That RPO might work for a little bit, but that division might be the worst division in football. Jacksonville, garbage. They garbage. Oh my God! Wait till we get to Tennessee. Go ahead, bro. Yeah. But C.J. Stroud he didn't have a great game. He only threw about 250 and had 2 tutties. He didn't have a great game. But that Stephon Diggs is gonna pay off dividends, boy.
Hey, because
Nico was running free. Nico and Tank Dell was running free. Nico and Tank Dell was running free.
Wow.
Oh, they was running free. I was like, oh my God.
Reginald Rivers, what's up, man? How you doing? How you doing? Then we had the Bills, the Cardinals. Kyler Murray didn't look too bad today, man. He didn't look too bad.
They smoked the game. They was beating the brake shoes off of Buffalo. They messed around and let one, and Tate said already, me and him got a quarter time bet that there'll be 8+ kickoff returns for a touchdown. I told him no way. Guess what happens? The first kickoff return goes today for the Buffalo Bills and turn the momentum for the whole game, and the Bills come back and win. And Marv didn't do nothing. Marv had 1 catch for 4 yards. Trash.
Speaking of which, we had a punt return for a touchdown, Cavante. And something I did want to mention, he hit a 66-yard field goal, and the time clock ran out. But he hit it by at least 7 yards. He would have hit from 71 today. He should have let him do it. I wouldn't have been mad. I wouldn't have been mad at that.
What's up, Swoozy? What's cracking, Swoozy? What's going on?
The Bears. How you feeling about this one, bro? How you feeling about this one?
That's what I think about the Bears. Caleb Williams is the most hyped quarterback I ever seen in my life. Will Levis and Tennessee gave the game away. They gave it away. You giving up interceptions for touchdowns, throwing all kind of just fumbles, giving up whatever kind of return it was for a touchdown. Caleb Williams had 94 yards passing. He was trash.
You gave him one more. He had 93. He was 14, 29,
93 yards passing. He's not good, y'all. He's overhyped. And when they play a good team, they gonna get rocked. When they start playing good team, their defense, now I will say this, they got maybe a top 10 defense. But offensively, no way. He's overhyped, bro. He holds onto the ball too long. He tries to scramble around and look like Pat Mahomes. And he tries to fit the ball in the pockets. And listen, Bears fans, you're going to regret you gave up Justin. You're going to regret it. You're going to regret it. Because Justin is way better than him. Based on, if you put Justin with that offense, oh my God, he would have destroyed the league. Get up out of here. The Bears are still what we think they are. They got to win against Tennessee, and they trash.
Afton said, "I reserved judgment on the rookie until he had a few starts."
Look what the Quad Father say. Look what the Quad Father Dennis Pavlock say.
He said
that is big facts.
Caleb Williams played horrible against Tennessee. I got it. I mean, look, nobody really just lit him up. Nobody just lit it up in that game. It was an ugly win, but it was a win nonetheless.
Tennessee lost the game. Chicago didn't win. They escaped. Ugly. And there was some phantom calls too, Mark.
Ugly win, but a win nonetheless. Big G, Miami Dolphins 20 to the Jacksonville Jaguars 17. How you feeling about this game, man?
I shocked Miami won. What the hell is Tyreek Hill thinking about before going into the game? Out there running a Maserati or whatever he had, all of them down the road, 455 miles an hour. He's trying to see if the car can outrun him. So he out there running around and all whatever else. But they got it together late, man. Jaden Waddle, they thought was knocked out from a concussion, and he wasn't, and he came back in and he had 2 huge catches that saved the day for Miami, man.
Huge catches. So Rob Lightfoot said, Big G, tell Mod who I was pulling for in Cleveland.
The Cowboys.
Love it, man. Yeah. Love it, man. Well, Trevor Lawrence, 12 for 21, 162, 1 touchdown. Kentavious Bigsby had 12 carries for 73 yards. This is crazy, man. Like, what is Travis Etienne? What the heck?
Jacksonville coach about to get fired, dog. He about to get fired. That boy might not make it. I'm trying to tell you, because he got too much talent. He don't know how to play him. Evan Ingram had like 1 catch for like 5 yards or something. That's big trash. Get him out of here.
I seen a whole bunch of video on this, and the way that they forced him to the ground was wrong. It was wrong. I don't care if he was speeding.
They knew who he was. They absolutely knew who he was. Yeah.
Absolutely. Should he have been speeding like that, reckless endangerment? No. You know what I'm saying?
Come out, because I'm telling you, he had that car revved up to about 110, 120 miles an hour. He was flying.
Yeah, definitely. The Broncos and the Seahawks won 26-20.
Wait. That's for Big E Bronco. Big E, whenever you watch this show, you might watch in the syndication and all whatever else. You've been talking all that mess about the Denver Broncos, and the Denver Broncos is dumpster juice. They are big trash. They in the bottom 3 or 4 teams. They're gonna be trying to get a quarterback. And I said it on the Homies podcast. Sean Payton is the most overrated coach that ever coached in NFL football. Overrated.
Wow.
Overrated.
Wow,
he's overrated. He's a horrible coach. Coach. And you're going to see, man, this player's going to give up on him by week 4. Pittsburgh is going to beat the brake shoes off of Denver next week. And by week 4, this player's going to be like, man, we went out of here, dog. Anybody that's worth it. And listen, we're going to be buyers. Cam Sutton, come on home, dog.
Hey,
Corey said, come on home, Sutton. Come on home. We got a spot for you. We got a spot.
Listen, bro. Listen, this was a surprise. Los Angeles Chargers 22-10. And J.K. Dobbins, 10 carries, 135 yards, and 1 touchdown. Phew.
Captain Glizzy.
Wow.
It's the formula of Captain Glizzy. He just took Ann Arbor and moved Ann Arbor out there to Los Angeles. That's Captain Glizzy and Mr. Harbaugh. Run the ball, play sound defense.
Yeah.
It wins. Captain Glizzy.
Gardner Minshew had a game, though. 25-33, 257, 1 touchdown. But that 1 interception was big. And Zamir White, 13 carries, 44 yards. I'm probably going to get off him in my fantasy league. He's hurting me. He's holding me back. He's hindering me. And the next game we have is the Commanders and the Buccaneers. Buccaneers are the overlooked team in the league, man. They won 37-20 today.
Player of the week for the NFL. Unless something miraculous happens tonight with Detroit and the Rams, or tomorrow night with the Jets or the 49ers, Baker Mayfield should win player of the week for the NFL week 1. Baker played outstanding football.
Yep, 24-30, 289 yards, 4 touchdowns. That's something else. You know, he was throwing him. Jaden Daniels got him 1 in his NFL career, got him a rushing touchdown. But way to start there. And of course, we have the last 2 games here. And that would be the Rams and the Lions that just got way right now. Yeah. It's still 0-0. and of the 49ers and the Jets that will happen tomorrow night.
Facts.
Big G, first week of football, before we get ready to get here, and this is our parting shot portion, but I want to ask you, what do you think about your first complete week of football? How you feeling?
I still know that the Kansas City Chiefs is the team to beat in the NFL, number one. I think the Dallas Cowboys are much improved and they're righting the ship week one. I think the Pittsburgh Steelers have the pieces to be able to right the ship and be able to do what we need to do and challenge for the AFC week one. But I know there's several teams that we thought might be contenders that's in trouble. There's a lot of teams that was talking mess for the Browns, talking mess for the Bengals, talking mess for the Bears, talking mess for the Packers. Yeah. Hey, I don't know about all of that. You know, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. I think, Big G, Dion, you're out of here. And I'm sorry. I wish I could,
You know that's a whole show, right?
Yeah, it really is. I mean,
I'm talking about that's a whole show for you in the corner.
Yeah. Well, if I don't get it, yeah. But no, we said 30 minutes, we said 30 minutes, and I said I'll serve them. No, we did say an hour. You're right. Yeah, absolutely. So I said I'll serve them in 30-minute increments.
Yeah, that's exactly what you said. Yes.
Yeah, I got it. God dog it. Hey man, he just did it. Unless he turns
just
it
warm
around.
The corn, just warm the corner up. I know what you're gonna do. You're gonna put the collar up. Me taking pictures in the. Yo, I pay corner time in Michigan Stadium, bro.
Hey man, I wasn't gonna wait.
And how do you find a corner in a circle? It's a big circle. It was like, where do you find a freaking corner? Yeah, we found two of them.
I couldn't wait. I had to go ahead and take care of it. And I don't care if it was just a picture of you standing in the corner, you actually standing in the corner the whole time. It worked for me. I
was in the corner. I was mad as hell standing in the corner. People was looking at me like I was stupid.
It worked for me, dog. It works for me. Yeah. It is what it is. I got what I needed. So Dion, oh, that whole thing, the Cowboys, Zim proved me right. He, improved the defense by making them be responsible and be in their spots. I do want to see more out of Micah Parsons, but there's parity in college football. That's what I learned. There's so much parity.
It ain't parity. There's a top 6 or 7 teams, and that's it. There's a top 6 or 7 teams. There's 6 or 7 teams that's legit. Everybody else, nah. And that would be Georgia, Ohio State, Alabama, Texas. Oh, it might stop at 4.
I don't know.
There's 4. There's maybe 4 legitimate teams. Penn State, I'm not sure. Oregon, you definitely big trash.
I don't know, bro.
Yeah. It's about 4. We'll see about
State,
Tennessee.
Mississippi State and Alabama.
Not Mississippi State. We'll see about Tennessee. We'll see about South Carolina, maybe Ole Miss. We'll see about them. We'll see maybe about Penn State. We'll see maybe about USC. We'll see. But yeah, there ain't that many. There's a gap between that top 4, 5, 6, and then the rest of college football. There's a huge gap. There's a huge. I'm telling you, Ohio State's got the best roster in the country.
Rob Lightfoot, thank you. He said he'll do his time for me. Thank you, Rob. I appreciate you, brother. But yeah, man. So definitely, we're getting ready to go ahead and tune out real fast, man, so that we can get back to the game. I will make sure that this week I got a special mods moments for you. I'm not gonna hold it, but I'm gonna give it to you, and you'll check back on the KnoItAllZ channel this week. I got a special one for you. Definitely appreciate you guys for tapping in with us before the game. Big G, you got something?
Yeah, make sure you check me out tomorrow with our new co-host Sarah Campbell on the Level Up College Football Podcast. Me and Andy P. Y'all, yesterday I lost 2 games, man. I lost the Oregon-Boise State game. I lost the Michigan-Texas game. I'm 12-2 to start the season out. But I'm excited to have Ms. Campbell on there tomorrow with us. Me and Andy P. will be live at 6 o'clock on Fans First Sports Network.
Yeah, man. And thank you all again for
wait. I got one more thing. I forgot. So check out the new audio podcast for me, Tate, and Payday, right? It's the Big Cap Recap. That's the name of the show. The Big Cap Recap. You'll be able to find it on Fans First Sports Network and Steel Curtain Network. Audio side only to start out with. So it's called the Big. So we're going to recap in depth all 32 games, Big Cap Recap, and set up some stuff for the week moving forward. So that show will be recorded tomorrow. Look for it on Tuesday morning. The Big Cap Recap with me, Payday, and Tate Boy Fresh.
After said, I thought it was called No Cap Recap.
The No Cap Recap. I said big. Everything for me is the big. Everything is big. So yeah, it is called the No Cap Recap. Yeah, I thought it was the big, because there's gonna be some big capping in there. I can't wait till Pay starts talking about the Chicago Bears. Oh my God, the big cap is coming. The big cap is coming. Trust me.
Hey, we appreciate you guys for being here with the KnoItAllZ. Make sure that you like and subscribe. Like us on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube and Twitch. So when we go live, you will definitely get those notifications. As for myself, as for Big G, and as for Tate, we are out of here. We will catch up with y'all later on in this week. Peace.